Waking up Val Jones. In other words, waking up being me. I know usually this is in the playlist of keeping up with Val Jones, but some people try to keep up with me, and then I don't know. This thing is weird. It's all strange. It's all weird. Why exactly am I here? And then yet I know why I'm here, but still, why do people hate you, fear you, use you, abuse you, pretend to be you, can't stand the way you look, but they want to look just like you? Strange, right? People who get out and tan to be blacker than they normally are, but yet they don't like black people. But yet they love everything about us. They get injections for their lips to get big, but they say our lips are too big. They don't like our nose, but their nose ends up looking like sticks, and then their face falls apart from all the plastic surgery and shit. And I'm just saying, because I choose to be natural, there's something wrong with me. Clearly, I'm the original misfit in a world of insanity, or a world of, fakes or wannabes. But anyway, waking up Val Jones, I like my coffee hot. Even when it's the summertime, I'll go in sometimes asking for it extra hot. On a 100-degree day, extra hot. I did a couple of years ago started getting into the what's the iced coffee thing about? And I'm like, oh, it's like soda and milkshakes and stuff with coffee. Don't give that to your kids, because it's still coffee. It's still like I still don't quite understand why people, military people have always set the trends. But let's come again about the coffee, because that's not a milkshake. That's coffee. So your child is already got that child energy, and then you wonder why they get hyper, and you give them coffee. So, but we all military brats grow up on coffee anyway, so I guess it's just what we do, okay? Because maybe we need to stay extra vigilant, extra awake, because people like to play in your face, and they hate you just because you're you, just because you come in being the smart kid. Like, was I supposed to be dumb like you? And I'm not saying some of you are dumb, but some of you clear to be dumb by what you do. And it's that stuff. I've only had a sip of my coffee, and the poetry's coming through. And I remember how somebody somewhere a couple of times the energy came through, I want your poetry. What did you mean by you want my poetry? Do you want me to do my poetry, or did you want me to give my poetry to you? It's the weird stuff that the industry continues to do. I mean, I will say this about people like Cat Williams and stuff like that. It is true that, they literally they expect you to be some kind of way. They expect men to be in dresses, and the women to be fluid or gay or bi or whatever. What is fluid to you? And I'm water, so I'm fluid, but you know what? I don't do what you do. And people like to talk about the water signs: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But did you realize that Pisces is we're not the baby water sign. In fact, we're not the baby of any of the signs. We are the last one. So the thing how you like to play in your face, especially if you got Aries in you too, because let's be real, Aries is coming off first, but you're first because you came off first in the zodiac sign. But that doesn't mean you're first about everything, because if you know, it's about most Aries, if not all Aries. It's all Aries. Reminding you, I have Aries in my 12th house in Venus. So I'm coming up with love and coming up with passion. But what is passion to you? You come off with lust, and that's what I will not do. I mean, I had my lusty stage with the people that I loved, with my husbands, okay, but I didn't have a whole bunch of husbands. I only had 2. I had to think about it for a minute in this lifetime. I only had 2. And I was dealing with somebody. I got love bombed by somebody who thought he was going to be 3, but it was never going to be, because that was a liar too. And that was his whole group and his whole tribe, and so whatever it is. And now they're mad because, they're not sitting by my side, and they're faking out and they're killing their kids. I think we all know who I could be talking about. And it's that industry gatekeeper shit. Like, yo, I didn't know I was going to do this morning. Well, here it is. But I'm just saying, waking up Val Jones. And I just literally started sipping my coffee. And it's that too. Some of you, do you like people who slurp? I know that bothers me too. I sip my coffee. I don't slurp. Now I will slurp through a straw though. I mean, I'm one of those notorious straw slurpers. Like, I know people, and I'll do it on purpose sometimes. Like, when you get to the end of something, and people look at you like, why don't you just get some more soda or something? Like, I'm good. Because at a certain point, there's something in me that kicks in like, this is annoying them. I'm going to annoy them again. But no, and it's like the other. It's my Gemini. It's my evil twin. No, it's my first and second ass and Gemini coming out. Like, did that bother you? I can think of a lot of other things that bother you too. You know, like the Willy Wonka thing, where the where he's talking about the gum and the girl that chewing is a bad habit while she's picking her nose. It's that. It's like, oh man, these hoes, these nasty little booger pickers and eat. My mind just went after people who eat boogers. I'll do that too. Something that gets stuck in my mind. Ugh. Wait, I don't know why. I don't know what that is and why it just ugh. Ugh. Anyway, but and I wake up in the morning, checking the weather, checking the temperature. Okay, which is a kind of mild day. Got something to do today. We will do it. We'll see. But anyway, but it's just it's cloud. I slept late. I'm like, wow. Get out of here. Because usually I wake like about, even if I go to bed late, I'll wake up in the morning with the sun, but it's cloud cover. I guess mommy and daddy said our little one needs to rest. I've been told to rest for like several days, but you know me. A free will, they say. But I am getting my rest, but I got stuff to do today. But, another thing about waking up in a different kind of way, mentally and spiritually, it is really sad. It gets back to some of the stuff that people like Cat Williams and some of these people have to say. I'm not like throwing that out there because really I don't trust anybody in the industry. Anybody that's making money, making lots of money, being on stage and making money and stuff like that. I feel like you all have have taken advantage of me in some kind of way, whether you smile in my face or whatever, okay. But the thing about it is, as one person said yesterday when I got pizza, because I did eat yesterday, I ate well. I ate well. I should. I've been through hell. I have been through hell and been through hell and been through hell and been through hell. And the fact that I excelled, I got out of it, still getting out of it, because I still got some stuff to do. It's a dark season for me. Maybe it's a dark season for most of us. Holy Spirit, come through. But when Holy Spirit come through, will you listen to Holy Spirit or will you listen to the simps and the stands and the doppelgangers who play on your face for money? Which comes to that. You know what? I see people always want to help people, but no one ever helps me. That's a lie. There are those who are there who help me. So, and I appreciate you so much, more than you can ever imagine. Thank you for being there for me. But I'm talking about the ones who pride themselves in, we gave back to the community and we did this and we lifted people up and we gave out all these schools and we paid off somebody's education and we paid off their whole tuition. By the way, 9/11, did you ever pay off their tuition and the stuff that you promised the survivors and their children? I don't think you did. See, it's that type of shit. People applaud this stuff and they gather all this money. These organizations gather all this money to help people, but they don't. There's only real one organization that's always helped me. Thank you for doing that. I'm honestly trying not to come back to you because, I mean, I don't want to take advantage of it because I know there are people who are probably in worse shape than me. But here I am, a stage 4 chronic kidney disease. And I feel the neuropathy hitting. And I mean, I am getting older. So let's be real about that. 69 years old, will be 70 on my next birthday next year. And I'm going to make it, but you know what? As someone said yesterday when I was getting pizza, but we're living. We're alive. And that in itself, it's a reality check, because do you know how many people are not living? You know how many people have died this year? I mean, how many famous people have died this year? May not be famous to you, but they meant something to me. I caught myself last night thinking, damn. So now you're saying Chef Ann Burrell committed suicide. And Malcolm's death might have been a murder. It's that type of stuff. The industry has very evil, horrible people. You all are horrible people. And the funny thing is, these people have absolutely no consciousness at all. So when you think you're hurting you're hurting their feelings, you're not. They're laughing at all of y'all. They love to see you suffer. They love to see you cry. They wait for you to go through shit, to copy it right in front of your face and then hope you die. They want to play and play and play and play and say, listen, if you don't sign our contracts and do what you do, you will not enjoy another day, because we will constantly keep trolling you till you die. And if or not, we will kill you. That's no lie. I wish I could say this was for edutainment purposes only, but it's very true in the entertainment world. Now, what happens if you just happen to be that girl who literally can out Megan Thee Stallion in just my raps? You damn sure can out dance Beyonce and come up with something better and with class. You would treat your children better and your husband better too. You didn't have a piss ass fucked up witchy woo mother playing to be a Eastern Star, whatever it is that you do. Everybody wants to go into the organization. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Beyonce's a Zeta. Angie Stone's a Zeta. So, you know, Angie had to die for Beyonce to live. You know what? That shit's going to come back to you. I promise you that shit. And now I'm looking at my Zetas, my new Zetas. You know, they're online. It's not Freaknik anymore, but I'm like, wow. I mean, you know, now let me say this. At Fayetteville State, I did change up the paradigm a bit, because before then we were all considered church girls and library freaks. But still, you know, we took our code seriously. I did. Maybe that's the difference between you and me. When I see a bylaw, I read it, I understand it. But now you're turning all these college girls out, and they were in the sororities. The sorority girls and the frat boys, and we're not even talking. Let's not even go to the frat boys, because I don't know what that's about. Men, will the real men go and get your sons and nephews? Because your uncles are fucked up. Your uncles and your daddies are like, you know, have just run amok. And yet everybody's talking about, and Jesus loves us, and Jesus will save us. And I'm telling you, no, that's not the way it goes. But what do I know? I'm just a real oracle, and this is a new type of Truman Show. I mean, there are cameras everywhere. There are cameras everywhere. Haven't you noticed the news? Even on social media, this happened. You're because of that. So I kept telling you a long time ago, somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you in everything you do. Now, here's the deal. When you finally know that somebody or something is watching you in everything you do, how do you feel about that? Are you paranoid? I know it might, you know, a few might be, because we know you be doing a lot of things in your secret closet in your house. You be doing a lot of debauchery. You be doing a lot of thieving and stealing and scamming too. I had somebody call me up, the phone rang just twice. And then, you know, call didn't come through. Maybe I'm being protected today because I'm just chilling today. I got some cleaning to do. My mommy says, you know, rest. Daddy says, you're cool. Only one person is given to my GoFundMe campaign. One would say, that is a shame. Val, nobody loves you. No, that's just the name of the game. I would have been disappointed. But I told you, I put it out there too for a test. Because I know I've gotten through worse. And I'll get through this too, because I am blessed. Now, some would say blessed is being blessed, as they're puffing on that joint and drinking that bottle of gin at first thing in the morning, looking like a scarecrow. Look at my muscles. No, I'm looking at that chronic crack disease that you got going on, and that STD, and that you look like an AIDS-ridden not, no offense, but I know meth when I see it. I know crack when I see it. I know AIDS when I see it. I know that's not unhealthy. There's such a thing as skinny, and there's such a thing as death. And then you want to claim that you can do crystals and gems and magic spells. And I mean, you may have aligned yourself with the devil, but who told you that you were the best? The devil told you were the best? Oh, you decide you're the devil now, so you beat the devil. No. I'm not going to say that. Mm-mm. 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 I am hearing voices in my head. See, now I'm Delulu. I can't be an empath. Instead, I have to be crazy. Everything I just put out here was just clear facts. Clear as day. How about that? But I'm crazy. Every prophet and prophetess, real prophetess, has been crazy. Listen, I don't have any problem with you, but some of you know you're copying in everything you do. I haven't used a ChatGPT yet, and I'm really just not amused at the stuff that we're supposed to be amused by. Why can't I get my numbers up on YouTube? I think we know why. Real truth tellers don't get all the Simpson stands because we don't play the game. I'm kind of like holding at about 1,200 subscribers. But if they're real, then I'm happy, and I'm happy just the same, because I would rather have 1,200 real subscribers than 12,000 fake ones. Well, really, 11,900 fake ones who just changed their name. You don't think I know this? It's funny how they say you can't buy numbers, but you can. And the people who make the rules say that too, and I'm like, so you pick and choose too. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the industry. That's the name of everything. I guess it's in business too. It's whether it's in the churches or YouTube or media or whatever it be. If there's a camera out there, the devil's watching, ready to sip your tea for free and then make money off of you. I see a lot of people now going to creative. Remember, I was Val Jones Edutainment, Val Jones Creative, iamvaljones.com. Now I'm seeing some of the labels now. We can help you. I said artists and repertoire, which had gone on, so I was going to get into artist development. Now they're going to develop artists too. Well, you go ahead and do what you do, but let me say this about that. So you came up out of the projects and stuff like that, and now you're giving back, but you're going to say that I didn't help you get your Rex. But yet now you're getting to the game where you're going to help artists. You're going to have artists be like you, and you're going to get all your little artists. Oh, this person was so great. This person helped me through. When we all know, if you're really making that type of money and making those type of numbers, we know exactly what you do. At least those of us who really know, and those of us who really talk about it, they end up dying. And yet I'm sitting here in front of you. Listen, I told you I can make the devil cry, and I can make the devil lie, and I can bust the devil in his eye too. You want to see the all-seeing eye, the illumination? What is illumined and enlightened to you? I'm nobody's auntie right now, nobody's uncle, nobody's mammy, nobody's pappy, and I'm feeling a little froggy about my coins. You know what? I'm waking up like Marvin Gaye saying, what's going on? Everybody wants to sing, simsalabim, sing to your heart's content. I don't care what you do. When you want to play up in my face with that bullshit, you're going to see what they all meant. When it says, touch not my anointed, you don't know our child. It's imperative that she wakes up feeling loved and with a smile. Because if she goes rogue, the fifth element comes out. And knowledge becomes a serious comet named Nibiru. And you can't access Nibiru's clout, because Nibiru will blow you to smithereens. All your simps, your stands, your lies, and your streams will all go away, and you'll die in front of your fans. Hi, bear, caribou bear, something like that. Anyway, the hearing kicked in. The goat said, "Come on, quick, like happy times, okay? You're going off on that tangent again, okay?" It's Saturday morning. That's all I had to say. Are we going to pull a card today? Why? Why are we pulling cards? But you people are funny. Like, I don't see the imps and the elves and the real Nephilim. You people are funny, not in a funny type of way, but you're funny that way too. Why am I doing this today? I was like not doing anything, but that's what they. That's the one that I had for last night. My page of materials, right? This is all bent out of shape. Maybe you need to say it again today. Page of materials. I mean, that was a card that meant something to you. By the way, somebody gave this Muse Tarot. Was not supposed to be somebody's muse. And that was supposed to be somebody that had a military husband too. And I talked about the stuff that I wanted to do as far as be on the radio. And then the next thing I know, she's doing a radio show talking about some of the same things that I talked to her, so I am learning. You can't talk your plans with everybody. This I will agree that I do. Some people say keep it to yourself, and it's true, you should keep it to yourself. But the thing about it is, when will you release what you're supposed to do? Because if you keep everything to yourself, by now somebody's always watching you, so they see what you do, so they're going to get out there and make it seem like they did first too. But if we did a timeline, you can see before all these people came out in 2019, 2020, especially 22 and 23, I've been doing this stuff way before you, saying everything you're saying now, and better too, professionally. I'm a professional broadcaster. I just didn't put some headphones on my ears and put on mic and say, look at what I can do. You all look like Stuart from Mad TV to me. Oh, my. Maybe I might go Ari Spears on you. No, but take that another way. What's happening, Orlando Jones? And shout out to Orlando Brown, to all the Orlandos today. Orlando, Florida. Ooh, where's Gil at right now? Tropical storm. We're coming to the hurricane season. Be warned. When Val is feeling some kind of way, she is a weather witch, okay? My husband said that way back in the day. And you think I'm still not suffering from PTSD to have my husband murdered in the streets, no justice, no peace, and you want to play on me. You want to play on the stage for a chronic kidney disease lady, which I've had the industry, the ology, the whatever it be. Literally, they've sent their best, and I do mean their best. And I do mean their best and their worst up against me. And they sent their little gangsters and stuff too. I've been surrounded by gangsters and pranksters and the big bird flew by. I mean, what? What's that? You were like, your wings were like, you were like, not a regular little bird. You were big. You were big, but you were, okay. Oh, no lie. Well, I guess that's confirmation, as they say, because Mother Nature confirms me every day. You get these little ting, ping, 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 clink. You get the artificial intelligence confirmation. I get the real thing. We're different. Maybe that's why I'm resilient. But it's sad when you can have a GoFundMe and nobody gives a damn thing. But yet they will come to you. You know what? I've had the firefighters, the police. And by the way, the real firefighters will not call and ask for money. They like me. They stand on that. They stand on that only. They do what they do. The policemen too. So when they call it up to give to the policeman, give to the fire, they're not. They're grifting you. And can we help you with Dominica? Can we help you meet Dominica? You know what India is? I mean, is everybody actually Indian, or are you just doing that? I am not amused. I mean, everybody's trying to Jay-shed at you and then talk about the gurus. Oh, wow. And then I'm thinking about, the bald-headed one that was supposed to be my godmother. What happened to her? I mean, was she ever really I think she was, but I think they got her too. I think you hated the fact that, remember when she was literally the godmother? She was the spiritual godmother of Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Reverend June Juliet Gatlin. Is she still living now? If you turn around and put her on YouTube now and say she's still here, I'm going to know that's a lie, okay, my dear? And I think she might have been a Virgo too. I don't know what it would be. And I know her, Michael, the preacher, Michael, whatever. You saw them on when they did The Secret. Well, you didn't see her on The Secret, though. But I think you saw him on The Secret, but you didn't see her on The Secret. So I think they got my godmother, too. I think she was a real person. I had her book. The book was absolutely awesome. I still got the book. Spirit Speaks to Sisters. And Spirit really does. Spirits really do speak to me. You got to be careful about the spirits that you speak to. You people keep calling up Anubis, Anubis and Loki and stuff like that. And you think it's for play, and you act like y'all bad bitches and witches, okay? But I'm like, When that shit pops you in your face and you see at the last minute, you clearly went the wrong way. See, there's stuff that I won't do. That's why I say I'm not going to let anybody tell me what to do that I know you're fake too. I know where you get your money from, and the government does too. What government would that be? Even our government is in crisis. Seriously. All around the world, same song. I had no idea I was going to wake up and do this. I guess this is a Saturday sermon. Come on, Val, come on through. Holy Spirit, come on through. We did the page materials. Why don't you read that? I know people say, oh, yeah, you get these cards, but you got to read the books. But the page of materials, so this is what I did the other day when I was doing, the other night when I was doing Soul School Cafe. So, and this one was, I pulled out for me, okay? So this really, like, I bent the card, so it was bent. Like I'm bent out of shape, but am I though? But the page of materials really spoke to me. Maybe it'll speak to some of you. I love how people say, you know, my collective. I don't really have a collective. I gave up my collective and I let you do you. But people think that I'm with their collective. Excuse me, bitch. Excuse me, bitch. Excuse me, bitch. You wish that you were in my collective. Let's get that thing straight. I'm not in your collective, because if I'm in your collective, that means I listen to you and I follow you. And I don't. I will watch you. I will monitor you, as most agents will do. What agent would that be? See, I told you she was an agent. We're all agents to some degree. I don't work for the FBI. I don't work for the feds. I don't work for the military. Well, anyway, set and return code. The code of honesty, okay? Page materials, manifesting, discovering how to create abundance, practicing, planning, learning, new energy and new beginnings, new skills, a student working on the future, the natural laws of creation, the prompt, encoded plans, meaning like you were born with this. The code has been in you the whole time. I am the code and the code is me. What type of code are you honoring? Are you honoring the code of honesty? Are you honoring the code of integrity? Do you even know what that word means? People like to play psychological games on you too. Okay. Are there angels sing glory to the new reborn queen? You want to play psychological games on me today? Then you'll find out just how Val Jones plays. She'll take your head and blow it up and laugh because she doesn't give a fuck. She'll spin you around like the devil's wife, then cut off your toxic dick with a knife. She'll stab you in your eye and heart because you were clearly not very smart. You got in the way of her money, you did. You stopped her from being the good, righteous kid. You wanted to play up all in her face because you couldn't fuck her all kinds of ways. You want to play the humiliation ritual for all to see. But then you didn't think she was really protected by God. You laughed at her heart and her integrity. And then God and Goddess showed up and showed who she be. Our door is protected and you will see. Keep fucking around and finding out, bitch. You'll all be R.I.P. Poetry. She's been working on new skills and manifesting her future into be. I know. Should I have glasses? Where's everybody wearing glasses now? Everybody's wearing glasses. So clearly, it's like the chick who said you can't look into the sun and you go blind. You all are wearing glasses. Now that too is yes, mother. Never mind. Maybe the end of the day is Val Jones sees very well when she wants to, okay? She's been working on new skills, and this is a repeat of this from the other day, but some of y'all still didn't get it because you're a little bit slow. That's what happens when you following all these simps and these sans and these hoes. You know. No, you don't. She's been working on new skills and manifesting her future into being, and she allows us to witness her progress mid-manifest. So the funny thing about it is I'm not nearly at my best. Yet I am. I'm always my best, but I'm not at the best. Pow, I heard that. I heard that. I heard that outside. I heard the pop outside. The ghosts are everywhere. We're gonna put one more card, okay? I had no idea I was gonna do this, okay? It's because this is a rest day for me. It really is. It's a rest day. Oh, I got some food. I forgot. It's cheap, but Ronnie. I like the commercial for some reason. You know, certain commercials. I do commercials, by the way. If you are, oh yeah, I do rap commercials. I'm a professional broadcaster. I have over 30, really somewhere between 30 and 40 years of professional broadcasting. When did I get into radio? Around 84. So I got married 82, 83, something like that. You know, Foxy 99, 84, was it 87? When did I get married? The first time. 82, 84, something like, I don't know. So long ago. But say from 85 to now, how many years that is? I've been in radio, professional radio, that long. So I just, you know, YouTube didn't make me. You know, I just didn't put on some headphones and a microphone. So I am doing a podcast, see. And let's be real, a lot of people in radio were just boring as fuck. I've never been boring. That's why my numbers were always up. My numbers were up everywhere I go. My numbers were up in Fayetteville. My numbers were up. I had the #1 show. I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I had the #1 show in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in Wilmington. So within about a 60, wherever we reached, which was about a 60 to 90 mile radius, I had the #1 show. I was a beast. Still a beast in radio. I've seen people die. I've seen people who inspired me, who are no longer here. I'm going to do that, brother. I'm going to do that. But Yami don't come my way. Yami knows exactly what I'm talking to. I remember when we were going to do that. The bird flew through again. Oh, the cardinal flew through. Oh, I saw that because the color was there. Okay. Houston, we got a problem. All right, I'm going to take that as a cue. We got a problem. Houston, you got a problem with me? You know what? I got a problem with you. I don't know what is the deal about Houston, all these Houston hoes, these Houston fools, these Houston Simpson stands. You used to think that shit all came from Florida, and that's why you got Florida water, man. But I think we need to have something come out of Houston other than food and popcorn and barbecue, because these motherfuckers said that they would scam me. Yami, you owe me money too. Where are those? My husband never trusted you. I gave you some of my prized baseball cards, because I've always been a sports fan, and I had baseball cards. Remember Tops? Remember the bubblegum Tops? You know, the bubblegum was horrible, worst bubblegum ever. It was like bricks. It's like you slice up bricks, put it in there, but you got it because of the baseball cards and shit, because the baseball cards were the shit. And I had like Bob Gibson and stuff like that. I had some primo baseball cards, and I gave him for him to make me some money, and that he took these cards and he gave me nothing. And then we were supposed to bring the Edge magazine back. And then, you know, Mitch and I are talking. And then once again, he's trying to diminish me. See, he's one of these niggas. I call you a nigga because you're one of those niggas that you always want to alpha me. You always feel like a woman needs to know her place. But bitch, I was over you. I was editor-in-chief. I guess you wanted to be that, okay? You thought you were all this and all that, but you were scamming the whole way. You know what? You try to help some people and try to see the light in some people, and they want to play you to the left. And now you ain't got shit, bro. You better go and fuck yourself. Get a reality check. Nigga, how did you feel? Like you wonder why I didn't go to Mitch Faulkner's funeral? It should be clear to you. I would have cussed out all these motherfuckers who really didn't love Mitch like they say they do. You were the cause that he didn't make the type of money that he should have made. He should have been a millionaire, billionaire. You niggas, you can't lift up people because they really don't care. They just want to be in your light and steal your show. And some of these men who feel like women got to be put in their place. So I guess all I'm just doing good for is just spreading my legs and being a hoe. Bitch, I will cut your dick off, your head off, your ear. I will systematically cut off. Maybe I might go Jeffrey Dahmer on you, but I won't eat your ass, bitch. I'll just slice you up. And feed it to my demons. Or maybe I'll just go Medea and just burn you in your car. That reminded me of that time in Atlanta when I ran over a person's foot. When they tried to they came up, the people were just coming up to you randomly at Atlanta and carjacking at Atlanta. And I tell people, don't come up to me, don't just roll up on me, because I'm like, especially when I start feeling a little tension. Like normally I'm just open as I can be, but when I start feeling that energy, like just don't roll up to me, don't roll up to somebody at a gas station, especially now. So we're at these days again, okay? But I'm just saying, no, and this motherfucker rolled up on me the wrong way, and I ran over his foot. I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you didn't hear when I said, don't roll up on me, bitch. Like the person is always like at the corner of, in Atlanta, where it's like, where you go to Georgia State, whatever it is, and you always got you either got some like Hispanic Latino person in a nurse suit, like they they taking up money for kids. No, I mean, is that a hustle? Is that I don't know what that is. Or you have some person that it's always the same homeless person, like, I got this and I got that. And I mean, I was feeling some kind of way that day, and he was like, it's always the same bums and stuff like that. And it's like, well, I got AIDS and I got this and I got that. Well, you're gonna die anyway, so what you need money for? I did say that. I did say that. And I don't regret it at all. Val is heartless. No, I'm not. I'm a sweetheart, y'all. I am truly a sweetheart. Till you mess with me the wrong way, then I am more evil than Cat Williams or K. Dot, okay? Bitch. You play devil in my face. I'm not bitch made. I'm the one that the industry wants to slay. But they haven't figured out how. You know why? Because the industry is bitch made. And I am not. I'm God. And God is made. There be the difference. You see why I haven't been given my flowers or my money in something that I'm just naturally good at? I don't have and won't sign no contracts with the devil, because this ain't that. Two of emotions. It's like it's two mermaids. Fish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now one could say, is she pulling her down or is she pulling her up? Two of emotions. The fish, when you work together in tangent, I don't even need the cards because we're going to, how it would apply to me. What do you feel about Val? You're the intuitive. You're the real intuitive. You're the empath. What do you see? I see when the fish starts to really work together in synergy. Because they say Pisces, you have the fish moving in opposite directions. But really, are they though? Because remember, wheels go like this. Not, if you're like this, you're in a rut. But if you're going like this, it's like synchronized swimming. It's like when you're canoe hiking and you know how to do the circles. Circles are an amazing thing. Circles and squares, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. I have my own language, no lie. That's why people can always try to copy me, but they never will. Don't try. Or you do. It's always going to be a lesson for you. Oh, I'm tapping again. Maybe I should write a song about that and have it be played on Boost Radio. How many people have made money off of me, yet you literally will see me steal from my show, and you don't even pay not a penny to me? Saturn and the planets see everything. Mercury too. You know what I'm seeing right now? The people who are never going to be there for me. It's a hard awakening when you know you've helped people. I've seen some of the most brilliant of pioneers, including in my own family tree, help out this community. And when they were in need, they got nothing. I've spoken with people who've seen that, who grew up with that, And they played the same game on me. Isn't that right, Reggie? Remedy. Ray. We won't even talk about the so-called poets around here, okay? So-called activists. To organizations who I see you were never going to help me anyway. Because evidently there was something signed a long time ago. And maybe that's why Charles Swallow Chestnut left this place. But why did you stay? Because God has a reason. A reason. And somehow, this was my mission. Because who was really going to put the emphasis, like they should have, on military people and military family? You play one on TV, but you have absolutely no reality of what they go through in reality. You wave therapy in their face, but most of these therapists are out of place. Drunks, pill poppers. People who are always helping people with problems end up with problems too. That's why when you're working on the psych ward, you can only work on the psych ward for a certain amount of time or you'll go psycho too. So can you imagine me dealing with the craziness of the industry and people in radio? What it was turning to me. That's why my husband started seeing me become an alcoholic. And an alcoholic I was never supposed to be because I wasn't raised by alcoholic or drug addict or somebody that was running a trash house or stash house. But that's how they want all black people to be. Yeah, you lift up that type of energy, but the good kids, the good, intelligent, the genius black kids like me, no, you must sit that down because we always have to fight for the crown that's automatically already on our heads. Because God forbid if we ever figured out that we can help ourselves get ahead and we give that information to somebody else, then they'll be out of control. We can't make them slaves anymore, and we can't save. No, that's the wrong way, because you could never save their souls. You lied to them. And now they're all scared. They got to be gay for pay or whatever it do. They got to switch hit and be fluid like you. They got to smile and smoke and blow their smoke in your face, not knowing that at any given time that I didn't have God and got his hand up in my face, I'd kill all these bitches where they stand. I'm not scared of the devil. I'm scared of me, man. You don't want ValJones crashing out. Why is it always on a Saturday? Golly gee. Cash in, cash out, cash in, cash out. I remember I did that on Saturday too. Wow, I had no idea I was doing that. But anyway, that's today's, whatever this is, Hardy Sermon. Are you amused? Wow. Didn't know I was going to do this. I never do. I just waking up ValJones. It's not an atheist thing to do. By the way, like, subscribe, and share. Get my algorithms up if you care. To the few who do, I sincerely appreciate you. Because you know what? Reminding you, you don't need 1 million people. You don't need all that hype. You really don't. I mean, I don't want fans. I'm not trying to make fans. I would like to make real friends. Fuck the fans. Fans are weird. No offense. Let me say this. I don't want to offend my fans, okay? But I'm like, you know what? I'm not really a people person like that. It's weird when you're a people person, but you're not a people person. Because when I was in radio and stuff like that, and I was the announcer that, if the crowd was going crazy, send Val out. The crowd, they're turning over the police cars and shit like that. Why are you going? They're drunk and they're throwing. Why are you going? Because somehow or another but you're the boss. Why don't you send Gilbert out? Why don't you send Bob out? Why don't you send the ones who thought they were kings and queens, the ones who want to roll everything, the ones who fuck every woman, everything moving and shit like that? Why don't you send them out? No, you got to send me the little sacrificial lamb. Like, when somebody gets shot, she can get shot. Like, was I supposed to always be the plan where, you all have one day like, oh, Val, we love her so much and she died and we're going to take up a pay. Don't ever, listen, nobody's taking up money for me. I'm taking up money for myself, okay? There's my information below, should you decide to give to me. But nobody's taking up money for me. Nobody. Don't let no Q's, no P's, no B's, no whatever it be. None of these bitches know me, and I don't care to know them. They won't come up in my face, seriously. Like, I mean, no, none of them. So go straight to my stuff. The Cash App is $ValJonesDaO. My PayPal is iamvaljones@gmail.com. If you want bookings, speaking engagements, and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, in a minute. Okay, if you want to go with these labels, go with that. You want them to teach you how to be artists, reminding you how they lived. So you know what? They came from the traps. They're gonna teach you. They're gonna have a trap mentality. Like, you know what? I don't care what you say, bro. I see a new Jay-Z coming up on who's thinking he's on a roll, because you're still going through this gang type of mentality. I mean, what can you teach? You can only teach what you know, and you still don't know this other side of the camp. And it's sad. Don't play me, ho. I'm not talking about JC right now. I'm talking about somebody else. They know exactly who I'm talking to. Don't play with me. Don't let my Gemini come out on you. Because I told you, the last thing you should ever do is think I'm your wife or your bitch or your hootie-hoo. I was nice before. Now I'm going to be even nicer now. Nicely diabolical. When I start to play psychological games, my devil comes out. Sometimes you gotta bring out your devil to deal with the devil. You know what I'm talking about? I see. I see you standing there looking scared, wondering how the things get here. I see. See that you never cared. Yeah, it took a little while, but now I'm quite aware. I see that you're just talking smack. Never had a sister's back, just trying to be where I'm at. I see that you were never real, just wanted to cop a feel. No, I know the deal, and yes, I see. I see you struggling, or it's a little more like bubbling, saying nothing once again. I see. You thought you had me, but you didn't know that it was written that you'll never win. I see. You chose the tricks, I chose the treats. You're catching hell, I get to eat, and now you come to me. I see. Well, step it back or hit the tracks before I have to lay your ass up in the I see you. And then mommy and daddy said, hold. Get back to your crew. Now your crew is up here engaging in spirituality, real spirituality, and fitness too. Something that they didn't used to do. So instead of being jealous, oh, but I did that. No, but you learn. We're learning from each other. And I have no problem with that. Because I want you to be able to, I want you to be able to be your best too. Because like I said, you got my back. So watch your 6. You watch my 6, I watch your 6, and that's what it is. That's my 12. You know what? That's our biz. That's what we do. You don't think God has an army? Oh, he does. She does too. Did you learn anything today? Okay, that's it. That's your sermon and your motivation too. Where is this going, Val? I don't know. We'll see in a few. But this month, I'm just kind of just chilling, rest. That's what my Jag lawyer told me to do. Here to play. Gotta love it when Holy Spirit comes through. Everybody, man. I don't know why that's in my head. You did it again. Stop it. Anyway, I gotta go. Have a good day. Yo, ho, ho, ho. It's the Ranger Manger Show. And now we know. But seriously, though, I could use some money. I got rent. I got bills. Like, help a sister out. Jeez, do I have to, like, dance on a pole for my meal? I'm not going to do that. You know, if you love what I do, seriously, don't just speak it and steal from me, because I'm telling you, anybody that steals from my shit, you know, now we're in the midst of this stuff. Let it be said. You steal from my stuff and don't pay a tithe to my church, you're going to get fucked up by the planets. You all are the worst. Oh my God. You don't believe in curses, yet you throw curses on people. Okay. You don't believe in God, but you call God to save you when you find out that you played in the wrong person's face. Okay, you people are not smart. And then you try to put people on game and then they steal that in front of you. Okay, you know what? You make all that money because we'll see where you are in a year from now. If you still be here, reminding you, you are now the hot thing, which means the devil's eyes are really on you, because what the devil lifts up, it also, I call it because it's a bitch. Devil's mad now. She called me a bitch because you do bitch shit. You had everything and that wasn't enough. You are just a greedy, conniving trickster fuck. You do bitch shit. Nothing is ever enough for you. Everybody gotta see me. It's gonna be all about me. It was never about you. And Adam was a man and Lilith was a goddess. What the fuck are y'all talking about? You all are, I'm not amused by your books. So I rewrote my own book, okay? Because you got it all wrong. All these toxic men with little dicks who want people to follow along. No, we're not doing that. But yeah, listen, support to my real supporters who got my back. I got your back too. So, maybe I'll make a child laugh. I'm literally for adults, but the kids get it. They really do. Cartoons, man, that's another thought. That's it. Sometimes I need to just exit the room and leave like this, but then I have just more stuff to say. It's my Gemini rising, the moon's in Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius can get chatty until they don't, and mommy says just walk away. Is that so? Anyway, as the lights go dim, I'm gonna say have a good day, happy weekend, all right, and learn something, be better, and know this: did you wake up this morning? Then you are alive. You are alive. Hold on to this. You are alive. Brilliant. Now do something that really feels good and is good for you. You're alive. This is a day to do something new and better for you.